Fashion is one of those things that you cannot ignore, whether you like it or not. And lucky for us, as much as it's been struggling in Nairobi and of course in Kenya, there are spaces that have come together to make sure that that doesn't happen anymore. Believe me when I say there is hope. If you don't believe me, you're about to see what I mean. Let's go. Made in Kenya, very important. I am extremely excited to be here, of course, with Mvoo. For the people who don't know you, please introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, what you do, and what you are about. Go.
My name is Mvoo. I'm a fashion designer, all-around creative and lover of things artistic. I currently creative direct and run a brand called Bonkers Nairobi, which has existed for the past 12 years. And we also run a streetwear store called Pamba Nairobi, located at Ember Creatives in Lavington. I'm trying to stock up more than just my brand.
Yeah.
As a way to kind of like leverage each other's communities into growing this number of people consuming streetwear. So this brand is called Fundi Makasi.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, good. Look at that. Hold on. That is nice. I look like Tyler in this. Oh, Ira Star if I made it a bit shorter. So one of the things that actually made me want to do this interview, and we've spoken about this before, is that you have been here for a very long time. For a lot of people who want to engage in the industry, they think they'll do a year or two and then after that they give up. Well, please, tell us about that journey because someone needs to hear about this.
Why I started is because I've always had a love for fashion, for clothing. That love came from me listening to hip hop and also just like going through the Source magazine when I was a kid. The Source magazine. So that's really what inspired the aesthetics that you see under my brand and under the things that I design. Okay, so all this is like different brands. So this guy is from Uganda. His brand is called Pitch Black.
Okay.
He also does the upcycle thing, but then his attention to detail is out of this world because you can't tell this jacket is upcycled.
So I like that point that you made about the Source magazine. And I was watching this video where Kobe and Kendrick were sitting together. And so, you know, basketball and rap go hand in hand. And so someone asked Kobe, if you were to pick a rapper who's like you, who would you pick? And Kobe was like, obviously Kendrick. So who would you say, as a fashion designer, is what rapper, or rather what cultural influence would you say represents your brand?
I love ODB.
Yeah! Party people all around the town! It's the ODB, kid!
ODB, baby, I got the money. What is it? What is the lyrics? I don't know the lyrics. Let me just shut up. Go ahead.
Yeah, from Wu-Tang, because his style is unorthodox. There's never a time you're gonna find him and he's gonna like go the mainstream way. And so that's how I like to approach design. It's like, what languages can I use that people already understand, but then like flip it completely. Yeah, so I love ODB.
Oh, no, this is the one that's really caught my eye. I really like this one. Oh my God, look at that. One of the things that I really loved when I walked in, I saw something really beautiful, and you're going to show us that just in a minute. You just started designing women's wear. Please tell us about that.
Over the past few years, I've been pondering over this thought of doing a women's wear collection. When I came into this year, it was like, I need to transition into a new space. What does that space look like? And so that's when we started to conceptualize Mvoo Nairobi. Mvoo Nairobi is a collection speaking about 3 different wardrobes, 3 different archetypes, so 3 different women in Nairobi. So there's the baddie, there's the lover girl, and there's the hippie girl. And so over the next 6 months, we're gonna be exploring these 3 wardrobes and what this could look like under the subgenre of streetwear.
This is something that has stood out for me because when I was walking in, this is what I found at the front. And this is when we started talking about the female, or rather the women's wear.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite piece.
So this is a double-sided skirt. The idea is you could wear it both front and back with the pocket option either being front or behind.
Bunkers! I see, so Aaliyah, right? So you think it's what, Tommy Hilfiger?
So I don't stand Tommy as a designer. He just happened to be in the culture at the right time, at the right place at the right time. So I'd shout out people like Fubu before I'd shout out Tommy. I'd shout out South Pole.
What?
I'd shout out South Pole before I speak about Tommy, because they represented culture. He was a culture vulture for the most part, if you ask me. But designers that I love out there is like Takashi Murakami, because he's like iconic in the way he thinks and the way he executes.
Okay, so you've talked about Takashi Murakami. Excuse me if I'm wrong, I never knew he designs clothes. I've always known him as like a painter and an artist, you know. Graduation, hey. So please expand on that.
So he's doubled across like the whole space of design. And that's how I look at myself as well. I'm a multifaceted designer where give me the project, I'll execute it from a design perspective because that's my strength. And so when looking at Murakami, looking at Virgil, looking at Salehe, Bambury, you see their languages being applied in multiple spaces. And I'd like for us to be able to explore multiple spaces, don't box people into genres.
So, like we've said, you've been here for 12 years, and I have to ask you, what does the next 12 years hold?
The next 12 years for me looks like making African streetwear accessible. Looks like moving fashion from an elitist point of view or an elitist place of consumption to like everyone's wearing made in Kenya, made in Africa clothing. At this point, the price point almost kind of alienates a certain group of people. And so my thoughts is like, how do we either one, expand the market to the place where the price points can drop lower? That's actually all I care about. There's no two, it's one.
Yeah, it's time for us to go. But you see, these are blessings because of all the good stuff that I've seen. See ya!